Every time you click buy now on Amazon, a secret race begins. But here's the thing. Most people have never seen the trucks that make it happen. They don't wear Amazon logos. They don't appear in commercials. And yet, without them, your package would never arrive. In the next few minutes, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the invisible trucking network Amazon doesn't talk about. The fleet that works in the shadows to keep America's shopping addiction satisfied. And trust me, once you see how deep this rabbit hole goes, you'll never look at that brown box the same way again. Oh, and if you think I'm about to talk about the little blue Amazon Prime vans, think again. Those are the toddlers of the delivery world. We're about to meet the heavyweights. Before sunrise tomorrow, thousands of unmarked trucks will crisscross the U.S., hauling millions of pounds of cargo for Amazon. But here's the question. Why are they unmarked? And why are they quietly replacing traditional carriers like UPS and FedEx? Let's start with a story from a truck stop in Kansas, where I stumbled upon one of these mystery machines. It was just after 2 a.m. I pulled into a rest stop off I-70, expecting to see a few long haulers fueling up. But tucked in the corner was something strange, a massive white semi with no company name. No logos, just a tiny DOT number on the door, and inside the cab, a driver wearing a vest with a small Amazon smile stitched almost invisibly near the pocket. This wasn't UPS. This wasn't FedEx. This wasn't even an Amazon-branded truck. This was something else, part of a hidden army of contract carriers hauling Amazon's freight in plain sight. Here's what's happening. Amazon has quietly built a sprawling trucking operation called Amazon Relay. Instead of owning every truck, Amazon contracts with hundreds of small and mid-sized trucking companies. These trucks move goods between fulfillment centers, sorting hubs, and airports, long before they ever reach your doorstep. Think of these rigs as the circulatory system of Amazon's empire. The Prime van? That's just the final heartbeat. The real action happens when 53-foot trailers loaded with everything from iPhones to diapers move silently across the interstate in the dead of night. By the way, if you ever thought your package just magically teleported overnight, no. The closest thing to teleportation here is a driver downing 2 energy drinks before sunrise. For years, Amazon relied heavily on UPS and FedEx for long-haul shipping. But here's the twist. Amazon realized that outsourcing meant giving up control over timing, costs, and capacity. So, starting around 2015, they began quietly poaching drivers, building their own logistics network, and using data to route trucks more efficiently than traditional carriers ever could. Today, Amazon controls a majority of its own deliveries, and their secret trucking network is the backbone. They're not just competing with UPS and FedEx. They're actively replacing them. Here's the real kicker. These trucks don't just haul freight, they haul data. Every route, every fuel stop, every delay is tracked in real time. Amazon uses machine learning to predict traffic jams, weather delays, and even warehouse congestion. That's how they can promise next day or even same day delivery and actually pull it off. But this next part is where things get a little unsettling. I spoke to a driver, we'll call him Mike, who hauls exclusively for Amazon Relay. He told me his truck's GPS isn't just for navigation. It's a monitoring tool. Amazon tracks his exact location, speed, idle time, and even how long it takes him to back into a loading dock. Mike laughed when I asked if that ever felt invasive. Then he paused and said, "It's like the truck's watching me as much as I'm driving it." So why haven't you seen these trucks in Amazon commercials? Simple. Amazon wants you focused on the smiley box at your door, not the industrial machinery behind it. A faceless fleet is harder to scrutinize. No brand on the side means fewer headlines when something goes wrong. It's the same reason magicians don't wave their hands over the trapdoor. They'd rather you keep staring at the rabbit. If this secret fleet keeps growing, and it will, Amazon could soon dominate not just online retail, but American freight. Imagine them controlling the flow of goods for other companies, even competitors. It's not just about packages anymore. It's about controlling the highways themselves. The next time you order something at 11 p.m. and it shows up the next morning, remember, somewhere, A driver in an unmarked truck just drove through the night for you. And as Amazon builds this invisible empire, we have to ask, what happens when one company controls both the storefront and the road? Because if you think this is big now, wait until you hear what they're planning for drones and autonomous trucks. But that's another story, one I'll share in my next video. And trust me, it's even more unsettling. So, are you ready to start noticing the trucks you were never supposed to see? Next time you're on the highway, look for the plain white rigs with tiny DOT numbers and no logos. Chances are, they're hauling your future inside. If you want the full breakdown of Amazon's next move, the one that could put thousands of drivers out of work, make sure you don't miss my next upload. Because the trucks are just the beginning.